gonna see me. Does this make sense? Okay. First episode of Ask Kelly O. Maybe the only episode. Maybe the final episode. I don't know. Now Quito wants to stand in my lap. We posted a thing on Twitter asking if anybody had any questions. And we got lots and lots of responses. We're not touring right now, so apparently some of you like to see my face and listen to me talk, which I don't understand, but hey, that's okay. First question comes from Brian. I know you have loads of material for your next record, but is there any chance of the Dollyrots doing any covers in the future? We did Be My Baby, which was one of my favorite songs ever. I love it because it is on the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Someday we're going to do an entire covers album, and it's just going to be the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. This one is from Abby. Hey Kelly, will you be coming back to the UK anytime soon? We miss you, Abby. Well, dear Abby, we miss you too. For our UK fans, I just want to say thank you. It was really, really special to see that so many of you had loved us for so long, made so many great, great new fans and friends, and you guys are really, really fun. We will be back in the UK. We will be back in the UK very, very soon. It might also be warmer, even though I didn't care. I mean, we went swimming in the North Sea, bowling for soup, so whatever. This one is from Sam. It's actually an S-A-M-A-N, but I'm not really sure if it's Saman. Hey Kelly. So I like this guy. He's been my friend for like a year and a half now. I asked him if he wants to go to a dance with me, and he said no. What do I do? Well, Sam, believe me, I asked people to dances, and I got said no to a couple times. It's crushing, and it can feel like the end of the world.
Burning, bursting into flames, and it's falling on the morning fast, and all the folks believe that this is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.
Probably this dude just likes somebody else, and he's obsessed with them in the way that you're obsessed with him. There are lots of really cool boys. There are lots of really cool girls. There are plenty of people out there. I promise you're gonna be just fine. I promise. I'm telling you this like I would be telling me this if I was you. Lauren. Hey, hope you're good today. Thank you. I'm actually doing great today. I was wondering, what tips would you have to give somebody attempting to learn the guitar or bass? Are they both different? And thanks for the hugs in Newcastle last month. Thank you for the hugs in Newcastle. I started on guitar. I started on acoustic guitar, which honestly I would not recommend. I would say pick up an electric guitar. Can be very cheap, doesn't matter. And actually pay for somebody to set it up for you so that the string action is kind of low. And that means that the strings are closer to the neck, so you don't have to squeeze your fingers so hard. The hardest part is actually physical, because playing an instrument involves, your arms and, all the little muscles in your finger, and you have to build calluses. I would recommend learning rhythm guitar. It takes time for anyone to become a lead guitarist. Bass, I feel like it's more primal, it's more the root and the rhythm of things. If you like to dance, I don't know, maybe that's a hint that bass would be right for you. When you listen to music, what do you hear most? Aside from the vocals, is there something that stands out to you? And I would say that's probably what you should try and learn to do. Your fingers are gonna hurt, and it's all for good. Mike. Oh God. Who would win in a fight between Captain Kirk and Han Solo? Captain Kirk's brilliant, a brilliant lady killer, but Han Solo... Yeah, I'm gonna say Han Solo because he's cuter. How about that? Andrew. At me and Nikki's wedding, should we have more Lagwagon, Screeching Weasel, or Queers Tunes? I love all three of those bands very, very much, but for a wedding, the Queers songs are very romantic.
Yummy, yummy, baba girls. Yummy, yummy, baba girls.
I think that the Queers have a few more sweet little love songs that may include things like titties and doing things to those. The Queers aren't queer. I don't know if you know that. Whatever. Go look them up if you don't know them. Dear God, go look up Lagwagon, Screeching Weasel, and the Queers if you don't know who they are. Hopefully soon all Queers can get married. From Kathy. Is it hard to find vegetarian food on the road? What are your backup foods? Trail mix, peanut butter, in case you can't find veg food. It's written like that. I'm not being a bad reader, I promise. It's just written in a kind of weird way. It's because there are parentheses and things. I mean, I don't mean Kathy isn't a good writer. I just mean that I can't read it well. Taco Bell is actually amazing because everything's lard-free and you can order off the fresco menu, which makes it completely vegan. Do it. It's delicious. Okay, Hannah. Hey, Kelly. Do you think Lewis would marry me? Maybe. I don't know you, Hannah. You have a very pretty name, though. Hannah L. Jordan. Or Jordan. Or Jordan. What do you do to be the best you can be for your fans? Will you sign their pants like you did mine? If you know our band and you've come to see us on tour, then you know that we are not one of those bands that hangs out in the dressing room and you never get to see us. We think it's really important and fun to meet all of you guys and to make you happy. We will sign your pants. We'll sign your shoes, we'll sign your baby. I have called fans. I have, sent postcards from the road. I do my very, very best to be accessible to all of you guys. You are what actually make doing this worth it. As much as I like, making music with my friends and going into the studio and being creative, my beer is always green. At least on the way out. It wouldn't be worth anything if there was nobody there to appreciate it. I do answer the emails, but I am quite bogged down right now. I'm embarrassed to say that I could be almost 6 months behind in a lot of my responses. I'm sorry. But I thought that this would be a good way for us to interact. And a way to interact with, those of you who live in places that we haven't gone. Like Belgium, North Dakota, Alaska. We haven't made it to Japan, Australia, I'm sorry, Germany, France, Spain. There are a lot of you around the world that don't get to hang out with us after show. So maybe this will make you feel like we're kind of hanging out. That's the idea, at least. Or maybe I'm going to sit down with Lewis and we'll try and put it together and I'll be like, oh my God, we were never putting that on the internet. And maybe Lewis will make me put it up here anyway. If you like it, let me know and send more questions. And then maybe this will be a way for me to hang out with you. Give me feedback. Let me know if there need to be more props aside from a Sharpie. I don't know, maybe you want to ask me how to cook something. Maybe we should just do one question and I will build a little 3-minute video on that. Or you want me to show you how to crochet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I just wanted to hang out with you. And I hope that I see you all on the road someday, and someday soon. Okay.